Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with Mini Kit Monday, April 2019. This is my layout number 3. Please make sure you go check out the other ladies, Traci, Kathy, Dollie, Daisy, Leslie, and Shannon. I will have them all linked down below. Also, make sure you go check out the Facebook group. We have had many participants this month, and I'm super excited about it. Now, I do want to mention one thing. Going forward in the month of May, we were new at this, so we didn't have really an idea of what we were doing. And by we, I mean me, because I'm the one that said, put your projects as a comment on your original comment. We're not going to do that in May. In May, we're going to have a specific album, and if you want to be included into the giveaway, then you need to post your projects in that album. Now in April, it's completely fine wherever you post them. It's fine. I am tracking everything manually, which it is very time consuming. So going forward in May, go ahead and ignore that original video we put up and post everything in the May album share folder, and that will be easier for us to track, because this manual tracking piece of this, way too hard. We just do this for fun, and that is kind of like having a job. Makes it not so much fun. Okay guys, let's talk about this layout. On this layout, I am going to be using a sketch. You can see it up in the top right hand corner. I originally didn't have my pictures printed, so I am just using some white, I actually think it's copy paper, as a placeholder for my photos. Now what happened is, I was watching a video by Heather Balzer, and she was talking about just scrapbooking, just scrapbook whatever it is you want to scrapbook. I don't care if you take a picture of your feet. You just scrapbook what you want to scrapbook. And she was talking about things like this. This had to be like 2 months ago. And I was watching her video, and I was outside when I was watching it, and I was like, take a picture of my feet. So I just stood up and started taking a picture of my feet. And as you can see, my toenail polish is almost, especially on my smaller toes, which look like Vienna sausages. Sorry you have to see that. But my toenail polish is almost completely grown out, and I was like, oh dang girl. And so I was like, I had commented on her video, and I told her I took a picture of my feet, and I'm totally gonna do a layout about this photo. I hadn't had my toenails done since like November. The polish is orange. You can tell it was for October or Thanksgiving, somewhere around there. It could have been even October. I had my nails done, and I think I took these pictures in January, and I told her that I had taken these photos of my feet, and my toenail polish was all grown out and it looked really bad. And then I said, shrugs, it's winter. So my journaling, I'm going to talk about how we let ourselves go during the winter time. My feet are covered up during the winter time. I typically will wear, even though I'm in the South, I will typically wear closed-toed shoes, so you can't even see my toenails, so I don't even care about it. But when I took this photo, I'm like, oh dang. Anyway, I'm just going to talk about how we let ourselves go during the winter time. You can see I kind of stuck pretty close to the sketch, but for my circle, I actually punched 1/2 inch circles and just layered them up. I have the basic layer going around, and then I put another one on top of them. I will take this away and go ahead and stitch through it. I did that same element up in the right hand corner and also down the side of my photos as well. Now these alphas I'm using, they are those chipboard alphas that had all the crazy print on top. I had pulled the print off and just dabbed that chip sapphire distress ink on top to turn them navy blue. And it's going to say, there's an asterisk and it says Shrugs, because that's an action, right? Shrugs, and then it says it's winter. I did not put my apostrophe between the T and the S, and that's fine. I am totally fine with that. Right here, I did pull out these other another piece of paper that was in my kit, and I'm just drawing clouds. So I'm going to have a cloud in the top right, I'm going to have a cloud in the left hand side of the top photo, and then I'm going to have one down there at the bottom. I will take these clouds away. Now I don't think you can actually see this on camera. I don't think it really reads very well, but I took the clouds away and I just randomly stitched through them, so there's a lot of texture on those clouds. I don't really think that you can see that on camera, but you will be able to see that in the close-up photos at the end. I am going to end up pulling out butterflies. Now, what do butterflies have to do? I mean, my title says Shrugs, it's winter, right? Well, I don't know. I just like them and they were in my kit, so I use butterflies. But to tie in the winter part, I will pull out a punch that is a snowflake, even though it doesn't really snow here where I live. I will pull out a punch that is a snowflake and kind of tuck those into all the clusters so you get a little bit of wintry feel. I am going to end up doing my journaling right there inside that circle, that half circle. That is where I'm going to end up doing my journaling. Now, this is not going to be my most favorite layout ever in the design arena, but I think if I do some well-written journaling that is funny, because funny layouts are my favorite layouts ever, I think if I do this story in a well-written, funny way, I will love this layout forever because I just like things that are funny. Those photos are not really happy to look at because, like I said, Vienna sausage toes, right? Me and my best friend Becky, we used to say we had Fred Flintstone toes. Well, she had Fred Flintstone toes and I had Barney Rubble toes because we both had the same gross, chubby toes. They're not attractive at all. So I'm going to go ahead and build these clusters up. Now my clusters will have the cloud, a butterfly, the snowflakes that I had mentioned before, but I'm also going to take some white thread and just bunch it up and put it underneath just to get a little bit more texture in here. On this layout, I have a piece of flare. I mean, that's pretty much it. Everything else I put on here was pattern paper. The clouds are pattern paper. I tried to texture them up a little bit by putting the stitching through them. The butterflies were fussy cut out of a piece of paper, so it's just paper. The snowflakes were punched out of paper, it's just paper. So I did add a little bit more thread into the groupings underneath just to give it a little something extra. I also, not originally in my kit, but I did pull it in throughout the month, did put in some gold, I don't know, they're kind of bezeled dots. They're kind of like gold, metallic gold gem looking like bits, you know, like diamond cut or something. I don't know. I did take those out and put them around the page a little bit. Here's where I'm fussing with the snowflakes. So again, guys, make sure you check out Traci, Daisy, Dollie, Kathy, Leslie, and Shannon. Again, they'll be linked down below. I will have the link for the Facebook group as well. This month, the month of April, is one I am sponsoring. I will tell you it is built around Cocoa Vanilla. That is what the prize will be. It'll be a giveaway of a kit that I put together that is mostly Cocoa Vanilla stuff. Please make sure that if you do go over and participate in May, make sure you read the rules. Dollie is going to be posting some rules for May where it's just going to state that you need to put your projects in the album because that's her month for the giveaway, and she is not going to track everybody like I have been doing on my month. My month, whew, you know, you live and you learn, and I will say that was my idea, and that was a bad idea. Shannon did have the idea of putting everything in a folder, but we had already done the video where we said make a comment on your comment. So you guys are going to have to ignore that video for the month of May because that's not how it's going to be. All right, guys, after I put these gems down, I am not going to do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure you go check out the other ladies, and I will see you next Monday for our final layout for April 2019. Bye, guys.